How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Not It Spookiest Edition. Now, this will probably be our last run. I'm just curious to see what else we can see, but I think after this we'll be done with the game and we'll move on to the next thing. But let's have a look and see where we go this time. I don't really know what to do. I know we can, if we go to the police station first, we can talk about going to Officer Mike to get his car. And let's go with a I don't believe in the curse thing again like we did last time. But try and run it a little bit differently. But we can skip lots of dialogue this time, so we'll get through it fast. Might be a short episode, but we'll see. Skip.
You picked a poor time to move. On Halloween, his spirit returns.
Why can't the spirit leave the town?
As someone? No.
You haven't done that one.
Why not?
Something binds his spirit to the place where he died. Until he possesses someone, he is confined to the town limits.
That means I'm literally talking to the spirit right now. He's possessed right now. So anything the mayor tells us should be true. Am I actually supposed to believe this story? Okay, skip.
Excuse me, I need to
Police
make my
station.
own preparation.
Officer, surely you don't believe the town is cursed.
I've been here long enough to know there are some...
You've seen proof of the curse, then?
Yes, and it's all been recorded at the Historical Society.
Alright, Historical Society.
Yes, it's been going on so long now. I'm amazed people around the country don't know about it.
We'll do the evidence thing, but we've already seen them.
That would be Oh,
So that's how it all started, huh?
What should I take another look at? Evacuation notice? Stay safe this Halloween. In light of incidents throughout the year suggesting Matthew Hayes' curse of the town is real and will affect anyone within the town borders, it is requested that everyone evacuate on October 31st. This evacuation is voluntary but highly encouraged. Police will help pay for any expenses. The curse appears to be restricted to the town and its immediate surroundings. Go at least 10 miles away is recommended. It'll be safe to return to the town on November 1st. Yeah. The Halloween curse. Do curses really exist? The inhabitants of this small town would tell you yes without a doubt. The story of this curse goes back to a man who died centuries earlier on Halloween and supposedly cursed the entire town with his desire for revenge. Ever since then, strange tragic incidents have happened on Halloween. A prison guard who murdered all his prisoners before turning a gun on himself, a mother who killed her children and two neighbours, a stranger from out of town who went on a shooting spree. The circumstances are always different, but in every case, the culprit claims to have no memory of the crime. Yeah, we've done all this, so let's just go.
coincidence.
I don't believe in it
Besides,
either.
Why? Aren't you planning to leave?
I guess I will.
That's the first logical thing you've said.
Do you have a car? If not, you can come with me and my friend Rita.
Where do people go, anyway?
Calm down.
There we go. See,
Calm down.
does Officer Mike have a
We're all
car?
going to die!
We haven't tried that one.
That's right. Officer Mike always helps out with the evacuations. He must still be here.
Then let's hurry.
Let's. We walk together toward the police station. Sure enough, the police car is still parked alongside it. Inside, however, the station is empty.
Hello? Anyone here?
It doesn't look like he's at the station anymore, but since he left his car, he must still be in town.
Oh god, what if he's already dead?
There is a lot of endings, but I want to try and make this as different to the other two as possible.
We could just wait outside the station for him.
Okay. Back outside, we stand by the parked police car and look at one another.
He's dead. He's dead and we're all doomed.
Shut up, Joseph. He's not dead.
You don't know that!
And you don't know he is.
It's the curse, I tell you. He's the first victim. I'm going to be sick.
Huh? I thought everyone else had evacuated, but...
We all look at her.
What is it?
Look over there!
Not the car, not the inn, not again. She pointed towards a small brick building with a sign that declares it to be the local inn. Fuck! More importantly, out front, a car sits with its motor still running.
Someone's still here? Thank goodness!
What if it's the killer?
Do you really think he killed Mark and then raced into the inn?
It's possible. Who knows what goes on in the mind of a centuries dead ghost?
We should at least go and take a look.
The three of them walk toward the inn and I follow. I might not believe in the curse, but I sure am curious to see how this plays out. Alright, here we go.
Whoa, evacuated? What's going on?
There's a curse on the town.
A curse?
Yes, and if we don't get out of here this instant, we're all going to die.
Calm down.
Are you guys on the level?
You did notice that there's no one else in town, right?
We really need your help.
Fine, whatever. You people seem desperate, so I'll help out.
Very desperate, yeah. Shaking his head, he walks to the inn door and pushes.
It's happened already. He's already possessed someone, and we're his next victim!
It's definitely suspicious.
Stranger coincidences have happened in the past. We don't need to lose our heads.
I know I'm only antagonizing it, making it worse, but I have to pick choices that I haven't picked before.
Did you have to say it that way?
Well, I'm going upstairs. Is anyone coming with me?
Nope. You're on your own. What sort of door locks from the inside?
There's a keyhole. I assume there's a keyhole on the outside as well.
So no matter which side you're on, you need a key to unlock it.
That's right.
Wait a minute. If that's true, then there's no way we accidentally locked it ourselves.
Yes. I was expecting a thumb turn or deadbolt, but I don't see anything like that.
And it would make sense for that to be on the outside.
If the door is locked, then someone must have locked it intentionally using a key.
Now do you believe me? This is the curse!
That's nonsense! I refuse to be party to such
Smash the
things.
window. Let's do it.
If we can break a window and get out of here, that's probably our best option.
Good. They must have a hammer or something, right?
He hurries towards the door marked staff. With an apologetic look back at Willow, I follow him. The door leads to a large, dark storage room. I turn on the lights, but the dim bulb barely offers any illumination.
Great.
I follow Joseph through the room, looking at the boxes and shelves around us for anything that might help us break the window, when he suddenly turns around. There's heaps of things. Look, there's a chair there. You can break the window with that.
Do you think it's her?
What?
We've already been here long enough for the spirit to possess someone. So who is it? Willow?
I find it hard to believe anyone is possessed.
Think about it. She keeps insisting there's no curse. Maybe it's him, and he wants us to lower our guard.
I think he wants you to keep your guard as high as possible. He wants to freak you out. He begins pacing back and forth.
Yes. Yes, and she's the one who pointed out Vinny's car. It's her fault we're trapped in here.
It's just a coincidence.
How can you say that?
Because it's the only logical conclusion?
Maybe you're eager to put your life on the line, but I'm not!
Let's just focus on breaking out of here.
Look!
He runs to a shelf along the far wall and picks up a hammer.
That should do it.
Yes. Yes, this is perfect.
He clutches the hammer against his chest.
Are you okay?
I'm not going to die here. I'm not. I'm not.
Can we go break a window? He suddenly runs at me, hammer raised in the air.
What are you doing?
I duck just as he reaches me and the hammer smashes through jars on the shelf beside me.
Did you really think that I suspected Willow?
Yes, you tried to kill her once before with a hammer. He lunges at me again. A box on the shelf falls over, spilling silverware everywhere.
That's just what I wanted you to think!
Joseph, calm down.
I back away, hoping I can reach the door.
Always doubting. Always trying to deny the curse.
There is no curse!
A stranger from out of town who conveniently arrives on Halloween? I know it's you, Hayer!
I'm Katie!
What can I say to make him see reason?
I'm not going to die here!
He runs at me again, this time too fast for me to dodge. Instead, I reach up and grab his hands, trying to pry the hammer away from him.
I won't die here! You hear me? You won't win!
Stop it!
He grows more and more frantic as we grapple. He wraps his arm around my neck, getting me in a chokehold. I gasp and fight to free myself. His grip is too strong. If he doesn't strangle me, he'll at least weaken me enough to make me lose my grip on the hammer. He really intends to kill me. As I fight, something catches my eye, a steak knife that fell out with the rest of the silverware, just within reach. It's my only hope. Stab him in the hand. I stop fighting for the hammer and grab the knife instead. I stab the blade into the hand he's holding the hammer in. The hammer drops to the ground.
No!
He still has me in a chokehold. Eyes wild, he tightens his grip.
I won't die here. I won't die here!
Desperate, I stab the arm he's using to choke me. Although blood runs down his skin, he just gives me a manic grin.
I won't die here!
My vision blurs. I raise the knife again, but I no longer have a good grip. It falls. He releases me and dives for the knife. Even as I gasp for breath and stumble away, he's on me again. The glint of the blade is the last thing I see. Oh, we died. I guess we should have stabbed him in the stomach then. Let's get back to that exact bit and stab him in the stomach, because we got time. And we are back. Time to stab Joseph in the stomach, because let's murder people, shall we? I mean, if we're going to stab anyone, I'm glad it's Joseph. I stopped fighting for the hammer. Instead, I grabbed the knife and rammed the blade into Joseph's stomach with all my strength. His grip loosens. I pull the knife free and blood drips down onto my hand.
I won't let you.
He raises the hammer above my head. Panicked, I stab him a second time. With a gasp, Joseph releases me and staggers backwards. He looks down at his bloodstained shirt in shock.
I won't die here.
I hold the knife in front of me, wary, not convinced he won't still try to kill me in his final moments.
No.
He drops to his knees, hands pressed over the wounds.
So you've won. Hayer. Somehow I always knew the curse would catch up with me.
I'm not Hayer. I was just defending myself.
He lets out a weak laugh and then goes silent. He's dead. I just killed a man. The adrenaline fades and the full horror of what happened crashes into me. Don't worry, he's not a man, he's an ass. Shaken, nearly in shock, I turn away from the body. I'm surprised our struggle didn't bring Willow running. Leave the knife there. I'd rather not even see this thing ever again. I drop the knife, trying hard not to think of it as the murder weapon. Then I stumble back toward the door and into the inn lobby.
Katie? Katie, are you alright? Where's Joseph?
He tried to kill me and I fought back. She steps back, hands over her mouth.
He tried to kill you?
He went crazy. I started shouting about how I was possessed. And then he tried to kill me.
I mean, it's believable. It's totally in character for Joseph anyway.
But since you're here, then that means...
He's dead.
Oh no.
I didn't have a choice. It was self-defense.
I knew something like this would happen. Belief in the curse drives people to do terrible things.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't.
The staircase creaks and we both look up. Rita leads the way down the stairs, followed by Vinny, Officer Mike, and an older man that they're helping.
It turns out we heard Officer...
We understand you folks have had some trouble with the door.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I'm so happy to see you.
Did something happen?
Maybe.
Joseph, he tried to kill Katie.
What?
It was in the storage room. I fought back and he's dead.
Oh my goodness. Why would Joseph do something like that?
You know why, because he's a coward.
He went crazy. He thought I was possessed.
And you killed him?
I didn't have a choice.
Calm down. We'll get this all sorted out once we take care of the door.
Vinny and Mike help Frank over to the door. Frank pulls out a set of keys and inserts the largest key into the lock. It goes in easily and he tries the door. Nothing happens.
What did you people do?
What?
It's not locked. You broke it.
Excuse me?
Oh, I tried the key. Nothing happened. The door is broken.
Focus. I need to focus so we can get out of this terrible place. Could someone have done that intentionally?
It's absolutely possible. The timing here is the curious thing.
The door was fine until you came in.
Do you mean someone sabotaged the lock once we were already inside?
Yes, that's likely, although...
Let me guess. More bad news?
Always.
I've seen enough over the years to make me believe the curse is real.
You mean one of us could have done this while the rest of us were distracted?
That's ridiculous.
Is it? Someone's already dead.
Are you suggesting it was me?
We only have your word for it that it was self-defense.
I didn't want to do it.
I suggest we all sit down and talk this over calmly. The best thing we can do is keep an eye on one another until morning.
Oh, we're back to this again. I don't like this. Any of them could go nuts the way Joseph did. Maybe I shouldn't have told Willow. Now everyone knows, they'll consider me the most suspicious one here. But lying makes you even more suspicious. Mike walks into the inn's common area and sits down. After a moment, the rest of us all do the same. right now I guess I don't have much of a choice.
Now, does anyone have any reason to suspect someone of being possessed?
Oh, they're all going to point their finger at me.
What sort of question is that? Of course we do.
You mean Katie, of course.
It was self-defense.
I believe Katie.
Then it must have been Joseph, huh?
Well, that would certainly explain why he attacked Katie.
If it was Joseph, then does that mean the rest of us are safe?
Most likely. Still, I suggest we all stay here for the night, just to make sure.
Sounds good.
You want us all to sleep down here?
Yes, it won't be comfortable, but it'll make sure we aren't separated from one another. After all, we don't know for sure if it was Joseph.
I can sleep down here.
Sure.
Anything to bring this crazy day to an end.
I hope everyone is comfortable. We're gonna be sitting here all night long.
It's a long, uncomfortable night. I barely got any rest, and a few shallow patches of sleep. At last morning comes. Everyone else is still alive, much to my relief. With the arrival of morning, everyone else begins to return to town. Soon they're able to break us out. Technically, this is my home now. I should get on with moving in as I intended to. But the memories of what happened at the inn still haunt me. Is this the same ending? No one else seems as disturbed. They say we're lucky to get away with only one person dying. They consider us fortunate. One death is fortunate? Living with a curse hanging over our heads is normal? I can't stay here. One way or another, I'm getting out of this town as soon as I can. At least before next Halloween. And yes, it is the exact same ending as we got the first time, which is pretty fucking unfortunate. But at least we got murdered ending, so that's cool too. Alright, well, we'll wrap this one up here. That was Not It, Spookiest Edition. It's like $7 New Zealand dollars. There's a link in the description if you want to go pick it up and see the other endings for yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.